All right, injuries. Duncan left with a hamstring early. He never did not return. That's the only one that did not return to play. Other than that, tale of two halves. Seems like the tale of our season so far. Find a way to play really well early, and then did not play really well in the second half at all in any phase. So got to find a way to get that fixed. We went backwards on offense. We had penalties. We had a million issues, quarterback hits, all those things. Not good enough. And then defensively, I think they scored on every possession in the second half, and that's a really good football team. We didn't do a good enough job to do anything in the second half worthwhile, and it's frustrating, and got to find an answer.
Had the lead some semblance of control when you decided to go for it on the fourth down at the beginning of the third. What you thinking there after you didn't go for it on fourth when you could have 4 more points in first?
Yeah, we were pretty good third down conversion wise in that range, in that 2 to 5 range at that point. We were running the ball well coming out of the half, and I thought we had a good chance to be able to get that. And ran the 2 runs there in a row and didn't get any yards at all. So that was really the reason. I thought we had a chance to get the yard or 2 that we needed, and it was a fringe go for it for us. It was sort of a dealer's choice at that point, and felt like our conversion percentage up to that point in the first half and our ability to run the ball was in our favor. So took an aggressive approach to try to go get it, and we didn't get it.
What led you to Mason start today? How do you think he handled things?
He handled things well early, and then we didn't play well enough around him at all in the second half, and it just wasn't a good enough performance. We scored 10 points, so it's hard to get excited about that.
What he was limited on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thursday, limited. And what went into the up and down, and then also for the last week he did play.
Yeah. So here's how this happened. He came off the bye week in 10 days rest, started practice that week, getting ready for Indianapolis. Felt like he was good enough to go. Everything in practice seemed like it was good. It felt kind of fresh because he came off the rest. Ended up feeling it towards the end of the game on a couple of those throws. It's hard to simulate what that feels like with pressure in your face and having to make that throw. Came out of the game and it bothered him, and then you take a whole load of a game, and then try to come right back on Wednesday and play again. And he felt it. It was sore. It hurt. His mechanics were not where they needed to be. His arm strength felt weakened. He didn't feel great. So we limited him on Wednesday. Tried to see if he'd come back on Thursday and go. Went full Thursday with pads on. I had him try every throw that we could possibly throw. Every downfield throw all over the place on practice, and came out of that practice and it didn't feel great. And then we went limited again on Friday, and that was when we just made the decision to go with Mason. So the injury's real. He tried to fight through it. I appreciate the toughness and the willingness, but felt good coming off the break, felt good last week. And then as the game went along and he ended up feeling what it felt like with pressure to make the throw, didn't feel as good as he maybe thought he did going into it. So made the decision as my decision to sit him just because I didn't feel like he could play at the level he needed to play to come in here and win in Buffalo. So that's usually how those injuries go, and he tried to fight through it, and ultimately I decided that it wasn't in his best interest to go out there if he wasn't all the way healthy.
What is his status?
Yeah, it'll be week to week. We'll see how he feels this week, see how he throws it Wednesday. But really the problem with AC, those injuries in the shoulder is they just need rest. And he tried to fight through it. Again, I appreciate that. Tried to fight for his teammates to come play, but at the end of the day, those things just need some rest. And right now, that was the right decision for him. So it'll be week to week, and we'll see how he comes out of it.
With these second half struggles, are you seeing energy dip? Are you seeing confidence dip from the players at all, or is it just pure execution struggle?
I'm always going to lean on execution first. That was the first thing. It just, we didn't stop him on defense. We went backwards too much. Execution-wise was poor when we came out. Tried to capture some momentum with the fourth down, go for it there in that spot at that kind of fringe fourth and go for it range, and try to see if we capture some momentum on the road, and we didn't get that done. And then they, every time we made an error, they capitalized, and that's what really good teams do, and we have yet to do that as a team. And it's just disappointing that we keep finding ways to lose the games, and it got away from us obviously in the second half.
What goes into going from Duncan being inactive a week ago, and then Leroy seeming to be doing okay, and then Leroy going to inactive, and Duncan getting in the lineup?
Yeah, we just got a problem at right tackle. We got to find someone that can step up and play for us. And right now, everyone's got their turn, and none of it's been where we need it to be. And so we're just going to keep rolling through it. And there's only so many available tackles out there, and only so many on our team. And just trying to find more consistency from that spot at this point.
Hopkins not in there at the end. Was that just because of the score, or was that?
I got to check. No, I didn't. It wasn't a coach's decision. I got to check with Todd and see if there's anything to that. I didn't get an update on him yet, but I'm not sure.
Can you put an adjective on the emotion right now in the locker room?
No, I mean it's just disappointing because I think what we did in the first half is the type of team we're capable of being, and we just have got to find a way to carry that through an entire football game of 60 minutes, and we've yet to do that. We've led in what four of the 5 games this year, whatever that is, and at the half, and it's just frustrating because I know we're better than what we are right now, and we got to find a way to play that at that level for an entire game, and thus far we haven't done that, and that's ultimately on me to find a way to get that done somehow, some way, to get us to play a 60-minute football game where we can show that we're not the team that came out in the second half.
So much attention on Calvin. He's got that deep one. Maybe it's a little bit overshot. He slows down running. He takes his hands down. Why would he be doing everything possible there to try to pull out?
I'd have to see it again. To be honest with you, I don't want to make any commentary on that. But I thought we had a couple chances to get the ball to him and down the field, and we didn't quite connect. And again, we got to find a way to generate some explosive plays somehow. And whether that's to Calvin or Hop or anybody, we got to get the ball down the field a bit, and haven't been able to do that.
The other one, he's a little bit inside. The ball's a little bit outside.
Yeah, we just haven't been able to connect, and that's again, that's on me to figure that out, to find out how we can do better with that, because it's frustrating to not be able to get those big plays hit when you have chances.
No, you're obligated to say it's on you. It seems like some of it's got to be on him at this stage.
Yeah, again, we'll go back and look at all the details when we watch the tape, but there's really nothing else to say other than we haven't found a way to connect, and we have to figure it out.
How close was Legarius to being able to go?
His injury sort of lingered throughout the week. It was one that we thought he might be ready to go for this week, but the severity of it kind of lingered. He didn't quite get better as fast as we thought he might. So hopeful that we got a shot for this next week, but we'll see.